Psittacina has been loving all this Florida rain we've been getting. Psittacina is different in the fact that it likes very, very high water levels. So I keep it in this tray here, and as you can see, very high water levels. It doesn't necessarily have to be this high, but they do like it. As a matter of fact, in the wild, a lot of times these pitchers will be submerged and they will even catch small fish. So if you do have a Psittacina, they do like high water levels. The Psittacina is making some still big time growth leaps. There's just a pile of them out here, but we have been getting non-stop rain, and so here you can see the pitchers just dipping into the water, like we've talked about in the videos. And again, in the wild, this could even be submerged underwater at the tip. And right now we wouldn't catch anything because the entrance to the pitcher is underneath that sort of bulbous part right there, but it's getting very close to being able to catch whatever is in this water. I don't know if the camera can pick up on it, but this Psittacina is fiery red. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous red color. They get red, obviously, but this one is next level. I mean, just so beautiful. And then with the venations there, let me see if I can, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's do a check-in on the Psittacina. Now, if you looked at my earlier videos, you'll notice that it was a lot lighter in color. And so it was more like that. A lot of these plants will color up darker as we head towards the fall. And Psittacina is a later pitcher, if you will. And so this one is just starting to come into its own, while other pitchers, other than maybe Leucophila, is starting to sort of go on a decline. But absolutely beautiful. And what is really cool about this one, for those who don't know, is that these pitchers will sort of hang into the water, and they will actually eat fish as well as other prey. Very beautiful. Time for our periodic check-in of the Sarracenia Psittacina. We got a ton of water yesterday. This is a Psittacina okefenokeensis, and so it's a larger farm. And as you can see, there's quite a few plants in here, but just look how red and beautiful these things are. Holy cow. This is a beautiful plant. And I usually have mine in quite a bit of water. This is, it'll usually get a little lower than that, but I do that and just keep it like it in its natural habitat, pretty high water line. What I have here is a fan favorite. This is Sarracenia Psittacina, and also known as a parrot pitcher plant. And I've talked about this one quite a bit, so if you followed the channel, then you have definitely seen this one. It doesn't get a lot of love. It's one that I think needs to have more love shown to it. It's an absolutely amazing plant. This one is an okefenokeensis, which is a larger form from the Okefenokee swamp. But what I want to show today is, you can see it's starting to go dormant, but this offers us an opportunity to see how this plant works. And if you look in here, see that little trap door there, that hole? That's how this plant works. And so right there, it goes in through the hole there, that trap door, and then it will go through that little hole. And the fish, yes, this plant catches fish. The fish and or insect gets confused because it sees these little white windows, and so it helps try to get the insect tricked to go down further. If I can get a good angle down in there, and it gets further and further down into the trap until it reaches near the bottom, and it's got little hairs that point down so that the fish and or insect can't get back out, and then it is ingested. Very, very cool plant. I highly recommend anybody to grow these things. They like to be in a lot of water. This is actually low, but with it being winter, I'm letting it get a little bit lower. Normally I keep the water line very, very high, almost to the top of the pot.